Hello everyone. Today we're going to see how to plot rational number on number line. Okay. So before we go and plot it on number line, let us understand what are rational numbers. So rational numbers are represented like P upon Q form. Okay, any number which is like P upon Q form where Q is not equal to 0. Then this kind of numbers are called rational number. For example, 3 upon 4. And one more thing, q should not be equal to 0, and this p and q are integers. Even that is one more thing. So I can say p comma q, they belongs to integers. So rational numbers are those number which can be written as p upon q form, where q is not equal to 0 and p and q belongs to integers. They both are integers. For example, 3 upon 4, where 3 and 4 are integers and q is not equal to 0. 4 is not equal to 0 here. So 3 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. Here minus 1 and 2 are integers and denominator is not 0. So this kind of numbers are called rational number. So I'm gonna give you for examples today how to plot them on number line. Our first number is 3 upon 5. So whenever you're plotting a rational number, you need to check whether the numerator and denominator, which one is greater. So if I see numerator is smaller than denominator, it means that this number will gonna lie between 0 and 1. Okay, it's going to lie between 0 and 1. So any number, any rational number where numerator is smaller than denominator, then all those numbers will going to lie between 0 and 1. So what I'll do, so it lies between 0 and 1. So I'll write 0 and I'll take 1 here because I know number lies between these two. Then you need to check is denominator. Our denominator is 5. So between 0 and 1, I will gonna make a 5 spaces. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spaces I got, equally 5 spaces. Then I'm gonna plot it. So the first one will be, this will be 0 upon 5, and this will be 1 upon 5. This is 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 4 upon 5, and this is 5 upon 5. We know that 5 upon 5 is 1 and 0 upon 5 is also 0. So we no need to plot 0 and 1. We can leave it like that. We have to just start from 1 upon 5, or you can start from here. So I want to plot 3 upon 5, which is here. So this is how we can plot a rational number or number line. Now I'll take one more example. So this time again I have a number 6 upon 7. If you see the number, numerator is again smaller than denominator. So again this number will going to lie between 0 and 1. So 0 and 1. Now then I have to check how many number of spaces I have to make, and that depends on denominator. So my denominator is 7. I have to make 7 equal spaces. This is 1. Okay, I made a 7 equal spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the first one will be 0 upon 7. Second is, this one is 1 upon 7, 2 upon 7, 3 upon 7, 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7, 6 upon 7, and this one will be 7 upon 7, which is equal to 1. So my 6 upon 7 is here. So this is how we can plot it. Now, so far we have seen the two numbers where the numerator was smaller than denominator. Now I'll take an example. What happens if numerator is greater than denominator? In such cases, there are two ways of doing. I'll show you both the ways. So the first one is, so the numerator is greater than denominator means this number will not go lie between 0 and 1. It will lie after that. So what I'll do, if I see denominator, it's a 5, means between each numbers I have to make a 5 spaces. That is, this is 0. I'm taking this as 1, 2, and here 3. Okay, between each units I'm going to take a 5 spaces. So here, Okay, so here the first one will be 0 upon 5, which we know. Second is 1 upon 5. I'll start from here, and this is 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, this is 4 upon 5, and 1 will be 5 upon 5. Okay, and next comes 6 upon 5, 7 upon 5, 8 upon 5, 9 upon 5, and this is 10 upon 5, which is 2. So I want 8 upon 5, so I'll stop here. So this is my number, 8 upon 5. The other way is, instead of starting from 0, we don't know where it will gonna lie. So this other way is, convert this into a mixed fraction. So I can able to write this as 5, 1, here 3. So this is one integer 3 upon 5, and if I open it, I'll get 8 upon 5. This means that this number will gonna lie after 1. If you can see here, this is my number 1. So here we have a whole integer 1. So the number will gonna lie between 1 and the next number, which is 2. You can see a 1 and it lies between this 2. So next I'm gonna show you, and here I have taken negative number. I'm gonna show you with converting into a mixed fraction. So I can able to write this number as 2. Okay, this is my number. So this is a negative number. It gonna lies on left side of the 0. So how can we plot this? So I'm taking a 0 here, this side, and looking at the number, I can say that this number lies after 2, that is minus 2, right? So I'll take 0, I'm taking minus 1, and then I'll take here minus 2, and since the number lies between minus 2 and the next number, which is minus 3, I'll take here minus 3. Okay, and now I have to just check the denominator. My denominator is 2. Okay, so this is like my denominator is 2, so I have to make a 2 equal parts here. So I'll first and second part. So the first number will be here, this is this will be minus 2, 0 upon 2, which is nothing but, if you open it, you will get it as minus 4 upon 2, which is nothing but minus 2. This is this number. Okay, so you can plot it or you don't have to plot, it's your wish. The next comes this number, which is minus 2. I wrote 1, so here it will be 1 upon 2. Okay, the next one will be minus 2, 2 upon 2. Okay, if you open it, I'll get minus 6 upon 2, which is minus 3. Okay, so this is how you can plot the numbers. Whichever method is easy for you, you can follow that method. Thanks for watching.